Where my chat IO went out. This happens every once in a while. Fixing it. I apologize. Things like this happen. It's why I sometimes hate the internet. All right, we are back. Sorry about that. Okay. So, Fahrenheit, are you still here, my friend? All right. So Fahrenheit. Okay. Like I said, we have the star, we have the 7 of coins, and we have the page of coins. So, with that being said, the star tells you straight out, first and foremost, realization, hope, and inspiration. You're gonna have to, you're gonna have to realize what your past is. You're gonna have to take the hope from it. And you're gonna have to, kind of deal with what's there and move forward. The 7 of coins says hard work, but approaching your harvest time, which means all that hard work that you're using to move past it is eventually going to pay off. And then the page of coins says you're going to be taking on more responsibility in the future, which means the only way to move past this stuff is to confront it and move it forward. Move yourself forward. You will do it, and you can do it, and you are doing it because that's what this is all about. That's what that 7 of coins is saying. So, in time, it will pass. Just you've got to give it the time you need. Okay, just keep working. You've got this. Stinky Pickle Lee! Stinky Pickle! You can, actually, Donna. Let me finish Pickles, and I'll get to yours real quick. Shifting this month. Strength Inverse, 3 of Swords, and the Hanging Dragon. The Strength Inverse is too emotional, not thinking things through. 3 of Swords says heartbreak unless you can learn to communicate. And the Hanging Dragon is everything's upside down, topsy-turvy. This means I do not see you shifting this month. I see you more having to deal with a lot of wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff. So that means you're going to be having to be dealing with a lot of just like different things going on. Just be careful and do your best to communicate and get through this, okay? Good luck, Stinky Pickle. Hey, Wolfpack. Donna. Should I move in with Deb? Sorry about those on YouTube and everything else. I apologize. We're back, and it just takes a few minutes sometimes when that happens. But I can now see everybody's chats again. Yay, chat! Donna, 10 of Swords, 4 of Cups, and the Page of Wands. So the 10 of Swords is, in the past, you were unable to change anything. You just had to have patience and kind of hold it out. 4 of Cups says you're looking for new friends. So that might be who this dead person is, but that new friend might actually be leading you. Because the final thing is the Page of Wands, which is learning and traveling. So I'm guessing learning in the new job and traveling, maybe traveling from where you are currently to the new place. I do see good things here. I don't see negative on it. I mean, as long as you can handle it, go for it. Just remember, be steady and make sure you can handle yourself. All right, girl? Especially with that new car of yours. Jeez. Made me all jelly. I'm going to have to come down there to South Carolina and get a ride. All right, Denise DeShell, you are up next. Lunatic, what are you doing? Alright, Denise. 4 of Swords, Knight of Swords, and the 2 of Cups. 4 of Swords is a lifting of tensions or lifting of the negativity, the bad things are going away. The Knight of Swords is the balance of power is in your favor, and then of course the 2 of Cups, you already know what that means, new relationship. So I think it actually is helping. It may actually be it's putting the balance of favor in your arms. So that's a good thing. So yeah, it looks like you might have. Good job. That was simple and easy. Don't wear them down too much, girl. You know. Beyond Angel, does Roberto see a future with me? Beyond Angel, are you here? Just remember, Denise, if you get that Delta job, you gotta let us know, because, I mean, I'll be so ecstatically happy for you. Ooh, that's interesting. Beyond Angel, does Roboto see your future with me? So the same cards we just had, so that's kind of interesting. Alright. Knight of Swords is the balance of powers in your favor. The Two of Cups says a new relationship, a new stage in a relationship, or a new relationship starting or a new stage in the existing relationship. And the Four of Swords says releasing of negativity. So that means definitely he does see a future with you. You guys are definitely in a good relationship. You guys are definitely looking at a positive future. So good luck. I would love to be the first to know. That'd be amazing. Well, I hope after you, of course. All right, Kitty. You're up. Not you. Your mommy. Six of Cups. Learning about living in harmony with those around you. The Ace of Swords, which is a breakthrough. And the Four of Swords, which is a lifting of tensions. So I'm thinking there will be a little bit more of a breakthrough. So, yes. Oh, Deca! Ooh, oh, Deca. Let's see what we got for you, brother. Sister, however you want to call this. How you doing, Odeka? Good to see you again. Ace of Coins, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Hanging Dragon. So the Ace of Coins is your first, it answers your question exactly. A new doorway is going to be opening up for you work-wise, okay? So that means there's going to be a doorway that's going to open up for you work-wise that's going to allow you to save that money to get you the path to move out. Then we've got the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune says abundance, faith, and opportunity. So within this job, you're going to find an abundance of faith and opportunities, meaning opportunities are going to allow you to get more money, save faster, and so forth, so on. Just remember, it's not going to happen immediately. It's going to take some time. Because, unfortunately, your situation, think of it this way. You've kind of got, like, even in the Ace of Coins, it kind of shows it. There's a lot of roots, and there's a lot of, like, vines kind of holding the dragon down. In this one, you've got a lot of vines and roots holding you in the place that you're in right now. To get out of that, you're going to have to untangle yourself slow and steady, gain the money, cut the ropes, and go. The final thing we have is the Hanging Dragon, upside down, which says, seeing the world as if it were upside down, topsy-turvy. So that means that once you do free yourself completely and you are moving out from this, the world's going to go topsy-turvy. It's not going to be the same place that you know. You're going to have to deal with a lot of craziness and a lot more stress and a lot more things than you've ever had to deal with before. So do your best to prepare as best as you can before you cut that final rope free, okay? Good luck. Trayvon! Hey, Katie Rice, welcome back. Good to see you again. Two of Wands, Trayvon. Three of Wands, and the Page of Cups. So the Two of Wands says, good advice being given and received. So there's been a lot of people that have been giving you advice on how to prevent this person and how to keep this person out of your life. There have been many people that have been telling you, hey, you got to do this, 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 and this. You got to start listening to some of the advice that's being given to you and follow it. The Three of Wands also says you have to become a leader and you have to lead by example by learning to basically distance yourself away from all these people that are close to her. If they're close to her, cut them off. Be done with it. Finally, the last thing is the Page of Cups. It's new social contacts, which means it's about time best to you start gaining new social contacts and leave those old ones in the past. Family may be fine, but you got to remember, if your family's close to her, maybe they don't need to know as much as they think they need to know. All right? Good luck, my friend. Just be careful. Hey, what's up? Michelle, hi, how are you doing? Sorry, I'm reading. It's a little hard to read names. I apologize. All right, we've got Katie, 22. General read, please. And I think that is Miss Katie Rice. If I remember correctly. Yep, it is. I'm doing really, really good. All right. I appreciate you smashing the like button. It really helps. I mean, to be honest with you guys, every single person that likes here, shares, whatever, you guys are really helping to bring us out to more people. I don't ask money. I don't care about money. I want more so to, give a talent out to people out there. And, from what I'm to the understanding, a lot of people have said my readings come back true. A lot of my readings are really, really good. And I hope that's true, because that's why I don't want money. I just want you guys to get good advice and hopefully, do well with it. So, there's that. All right, we got the 2 of coins, Queen of Wands, and the 6 of Cups. Katie, general reading for you states 2 of coins. Same job, new location. Now, this would mean that, it's okay, Katie. I understand. So, Katie, first card is the 2 of coins, and the 2 of coins states, and I quote, same job, different location. Now, this sometimes can mean a promotion. This can sometimes mean a raise, things like that. The next card that comes up is the Queen of Wands, which says that you're a woman of leadership. So that leads me to believe a raise and or promotion. Finally, the 6 of Cups is the last one. The 6 of Cups says learning to live in harmony with those around you. As you move up in the line, or as you move up in the corporate structure, you're going to have to learn how to live in harmony with those around you and start to learn to deal with more of the people that are there. So be prepared. You've got this. You're rocking. You're rolling. You're going to make it, okay? Michelle. Will Joe and I get back together? Ooh. All right, Michelle, I'm going to say the first things first. And, I do not mean this as insults to you and Joe, and I do not mean this as an insult to anybody out there, but I'm going to warn you. My cards and me are both in a very big thing of X's are X's for a reason. Okay? If they've broken your trust, they've broken the communication, or if they've broken your foundation, you shouldn't give them another chance. If something else has happened, well then maybe it's time to give them a chance. But remember, foundation, communication, and trust are the most important things for any relationship to exist or be, okay? So, hey Amira. Our cards are the 2 of Wands, which is good advice being given and received. Now this means there's a lot of people around you that are giving you good advice about you and Joe. There are also a lot of people that are giving Joe advice about what, you and him. That leads you to Temperance, okay? Excuse me. Oof. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Temperance is reflection on one's own maturation. This means that you and or Joe, or both of you, both kind of need to look at yourself and see, are you being mature about the fight? Are you being wise about the decisions that were made in the past? What were the reasons why you guys broke apart? Are you guys actually being mature coming back together? Is this going to be the exact same thing over and over and over again? Or are you actually guys going to find an answer and follow a new path? Or are you going to go down the exact same path you did before? So you have to really think about that. Because the final card we have is the World. Now, in this case, it says success and attainment. Successful attainment, which means, yes, you guys will be able to get back together. But that successful attainment may actually be saying that he is playing a game with you. Because here's the thing. Until you can be mature about it, and you can actually see through all the lies, and you can actually trust him again or whatever, there's no way to honestly know the full truth of what he is. So be careful. Don't forget foundation, communication, and trust. If you ain't got all 3, tell him to kick rocks. Plain and simple. Hope that helps, Michelle. All right, Amira. Oh, Amira. Always giving me my triple X questions, I swear to gosh. It's not a problem, Michelle. It's just I really hope you listen to that, and really, I really just say this. Foundation, communication, and trust are a very big thing around here, and I say them all the time, but I truly mean them because if you don't have all three, then that's when you know if it's a game or not. You know what I mean? So I really hope that helps. All right, Amira, let's see what we got for your answer here. We have the Hanging Dragon. We have the High Priestess. And we have the Knight of Swords. Good. The Hanging Dragon, as you know, is a period of delay. Okay? Suspension of activity, a period of delay. So there's going to be some time before this happens, obviously. The High Priestess says follow your intuition. So following your intuition means that you need to follow your gut on the decisions that are going to happen and what's going to happen between the two of you. The final thing is the Knight of Swords, which is the balance of powers in your favor. So if it is you that desires this, then it will be. As for the how, or how it's going to be, unfortunately cards cannot answer that. They can only say if it's going to happen or not, and it seems as long as your decision is to let it happen, it is going to happen. Just be safe. That's all I gotta say. Be safe. Alright, we are out of questions. Oh no, no questions right now. The queue is wide open. If you guys have more questions, you're more than welcome to put in more. I do not have a limit. You can ask more than one question. That's never been a thing here. We do not limit you to one question. So if you have more than one question, you're free to ask them. Alright, Caroline. Alright, give me 1 minute. I have to read this, guys. This is a paragraph, so give me a moment, and I appreciate it. Okay. Ooh. Oh yeah, you're always allowed to ask another question afterwards, Caroline. Always, by all means. All right, Caroline. Carolina, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, obviously you might be getting a little answer there. Who knows? All right. Every single time I see your name, all I can think of is Sweet Caroline. Do, do, do. Anyways. All right. Let's see what we got you. And it's okay. It's fine that it's long. I'm a speed reader, thankfully, and it's not a problem. I just want to make sure I read the entire thing before I start shuffling and start, trying to put the energy in. So, not a problem, Katie. Good night. Have a great one. All the love to you, girl. Keep kicking butt. All right. All right, Caroline. First and foremost, we have a small problem. And obsessive relationship. Refusal to learn from past relationships, okay? So, the Lover's inverse tells us that there's this obsessive relationship, which means that there's like one of you is attached to the other or vice versa. I'm not sure. But what the cards are saying here is you're unable to learn from a past mistake. Is it possible that this has happened in a prior relationship, that you tried to put trust in somebody and they failed? I'm not sure, but this is one of those things that it's saying you're unable to learn from a past relationship, so I'm kind of wondering, oh crap, has this happened before that you tried to put your trust in somebody, and is that why your trust is, there's a problem? Or something to that effect. The Three of Wands comes up next, and it says, you need to take leadership, okay? What this means is, you're going to have to take leadership in this entire thing, and you're going to have to lead everybody through this problem or through this time, because while your husband may not fully understand everything, you're going to be the leader while he'll be kind of the follower, and things like that. And that's why you're also the Queen of Wands, which is a woman of leadership. So, giving up your securities for a bit, I mean, your reassurance on this is you're going to have to lead. If you are not up to the task of leading this, this project, or if you're not up to the task of pushing through and possibly being the cash cow, so to speak, for this, you may need to push back and say, no, we've got to hold off. But this is the card that's worrying me right here. It's the Lover's Inverse. And that's that obsessive relationship, refusal to learn from past relationships. And that right there, it really bothers me because it makes me wonder, has this happened before? Has this been something that it's happened before, that he's maybe a previous relationships tried to do the same thing where they basically made you work while they didn't? And if that's the case, you really need to stop this and put your foot down. And you are not a cow. Don't you ever say that. Anyways, but there you go. I hope that helps. That one card just really bothers me, Caroline, and I apologize. It's just, I get really, really sensitive when a card lays down like that, especially in a situation like this. I know you have faith, and I know you have the strength that this is going to happen, but I don't want you to lay down all your barriers for this person if they're not, Okay, good. All right. All right, cool. All right, let me go ahead and Good deal. All right, and whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and put in that second question, and I'll get to it right after we get through these other two questions, okay? Once my computer starts being goofy. It stops being goofy. Oh, Decca! Hey, Final Touch. How are you? Well, we got a sweet Caroline. Bow, bow, bow. Dang it. Now I've got that song stuck in my head. Anyways. Oh, well. Alright. Is MK going to hire you? 5 of Cups. 9 of Cups. 8 of Swords. 5 of Cups is disillusionment if you rely on the commitments of others. So I'm thinking, I really am worried about this MK place. I think there's basically you're relying on the commitment of some friend, I think it was, that was going to get you this job, or possibly that was it. I don't think you should trust this friend for that job. You might have to apply yourself to get this job. You can't just trust that this friend's going to put your stuff in. The 9 of Cups is living life as a celebration, which means you are going to be doing well. You're going to find something soon, and it's going to be the right job for you. But I don't know if it's going to be exactly that job. The last one is the 8 of Swords, which is frustration, the need for patience because you can't see your way out of this problem. Have patience. Make sure you actually put in your applications properly, meaning you hand deliver them or you hand send them off on the internet. Do not trust somebody else putting your stuff for you. And if you do that, you will be living life as a celebration. All right? Good luck, my friend. I am actually doing really good, Final. Finally, it has finally cooled off around here. It was 115 degrees yesterday. We could not get online because of it. So I'm so glad that it's finally cooled off. Briannica Food. Briannica, what's coming from me and Aurelio's relationships? Uh-oh, what's crazy about that, Odeka? The heat or what? It was crazy. I mean, honestly, yesterday, if you guys had been here, when I turned on my computer beeped at me and said, too hot to run. I was like, oh my god. Why? Alright, that's you? Gotcha. Alright, Knight of Cups. Ace of Coins. The Magician. The Knight of Cups is an emotionally sensitive man an emotionally sensitive man. So you have to understand first and foremost that Aurelio is a very emotionally sensitive man. He's right now looking at the Ace of Coins, which is a breakthrough or a new doorway opening up for him work-wise, and that is something that's coming up for either you or him very, very soon. The Magician states to you to start putting across your message to a much wider audience. The voice of reason. You need to be the voice of reason, and you need to start putting out your voice across the audience, and basically you need to start putting your foot down and saying what needs to be said. If this job promotion is for you, take that job promotion. If this job promotion is for him, that's great too. Whichever it is, make sure that you're pushing for both of you to grow and grow and grow. Do not let it be stagnant, and remember, foundation, communication, trust. If you ain't got all three, tell the boy to kick rocks, all right? Good luck. You got this. All right. Hi, Bubblegum. Bubblegum Candy. Oh my god, I love Bubblegum Candy Love. Love the name. Oh, some of your guys' names are killing me. I love it. You guys are amazing. Thank you all. You're making me laugh, and I love it. All right, Caroline. Let's see. We got another question. Let's rock and roll. All right. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Give me a second. I'm just trying to read up real quick. Okay, Caroline. I understand that one. I understand that question more than you can imagine. More than you could imagine, do I understand that one. Yeah, let me see what I can do for you, though. I think I know what question you're asking the cards, and I think I got it figured out, so we'll see what the cards say for you, and hopefully get you an answer. That's ridiculous, though. The Moon. Ace of Cups. Three of Swords. Alright, give me a second, I'll let you out. Go on. Go get water. Sorry, I had to let Muffin out, guys. Okay, so the Moon is your first card, and the Moon is a very, very simple card. And the sense it says completion, fulfillment, the end of a major cycle, the world of dreams. So, in having the baby and getting all this stuff together and putting them on the block or the pause, you've completed a cycle, okay? You're living in the world of dreams right now, which means you're living in a peaceful issue, you're living very, very well, you're living very, very clean, okay? The Ace of Cups states emotional fulfillment. Now, the emotional fulfillment is this. You are looking for an emotional fulfillment that you are not receiving from those around you, and you think bringing these people back in will give you that fulfillment, and that's possible. But in bringing them back in, it could cause many, 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 many more issues, okay? So, we go to the final card, which is the Three of Swords. And this is very, very important. The Three of Swords says heartbreak, unless you can learn to communicate. So, what these cards are telling you is it's time for you to go to your partner and conversate with your partner. Sit your husband down and say, this is what I feel. I want to give one of them a chance to come back in and talk. But here's the biggest thing. Especially with a newborn, you need to understand you've got to keep that distance. Make it a visit between you and one of your parents at a lunch or something like that. Away from the house. Don't bring the baby into it. Keep the husband at home with the baby, safe and sound, you know. Give them a chance to communicate, but make sure you conversate with your husband and you find out his plan on this as well, because the fact of the matter is this last card scares me for you. Heartbreak unless you can learn to communicate. Because if you go and you talk to them without talking to your husband and working with the husband, you kind of be in a situation where you could lose him and that. You know what I mean? So be very, very careful. Hi, Leland Fritz. What's up? I'm doing really good. Just doing some readings tonight and helping out where I can. So there you go. I hope that helps, Caroline. Um, and I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm going to tell you guys this, and I'm going to be the nicest person in the world here, and I'm going to give you guys a little bit of information about me, and I'm going to go a little bit deep, and I apologize for those of you that are kind of, you don't want to hear me on my soapbox, but growing up, I grew up in a very poor family, in a very, a family that we didn't have a lot, and my father sadly passed away 10 years ago, and since my father passed away, I've just been left with a mother. My mother is the type of person that if she gets her hooks into you, she will, to say it the best way is, she will corrupt your way of thinking to think like her at all times, as long as she has her claws in you. If she doesn't have your claws in, if she doesn't have her claws into you, and you're able to stand from an objective standpoint and just talk to her from a distance, like I've been for the very last few years, which is on the phone only, it's very easy to deal with her. And I'm like, yeah, love you, bye, click. Don't talk to me again, lady, But that's the whole thing. When it comes to parents, they're very important to have. I mean, I'm very glad that my mother's still alive and my mother's still there to call every once in a while and ask about her cookie recipes and ask about stories and stuff like that from my past. And I really appreciate the woman for that, and I love her for who she is. But in all honesty, I don't want her in my house, and I don't want her near my family. End of story. She what's the word I'm looking for? She made her bed, she's got a lie in it type thing. And I don't want that to happen to you, Caroline, but, it may be that same thing. You may have to say, look, I have no problem you being in my life, conversating with me, but I don't want you in my family's life. So, there's just from my side, so hope that helps. Spiritual Medium, can you please stop trying to snipe people's questions? That really doesn't... No, that's not cool. Can you please block and ban them? Actually, I think I can. I got it. Spiritual Medium. What the hell? That was on TikTok.
I don't see them.
I deleted them. Yeah, I mean, come on, seriously. I would never do that to another tarot reader. I would never go into somebody's room and be like, hey, come hit me up. I got you. That's ridiculous. Come on. Ugh, what a horrible person. Anyways, and that is why they are buttheads. Anybody that does that to another person, those are the people you should never trust. Anyways, all right, Odeka. Ooh, good question. The Justice card inverse is imbalance, so there's an imbalance. The Two of Cards is a new phase in your relationship. So a newer phase in your relationship is coming. That could mean that your relationship is either going to take the next step or you guys could possibly end your relationship. That would be a new phase, so I'm not sure, so be very, very careful on that. And the last one is Temperance inverse, which is stuck in the past to introspective. Don't let yourself get stuck in the past, constantly thinking about the past and basically kicking yourself up on that one. Don't let yourself get stuck with, if this relationship ends, don't let yourself get stuck in the old times and what the relationship was. But just remember, as much as it could be ending, it could be taking a new step. So, just so you know, I can't say for a fact either way, okay? So, be careful. Have a good night, Caroline. Glad to help you out. That is ridiculous. Anyway. All right. right, I have no more questions in queue, guys. So by all means, you're welcome to hit me up with any questions. But yeah, Odeka, be very careful. I mean, I'm not telling you that your relationship is going to end. I'm just warning you that there's a chance with the two. So the Two of Cups is really, really interesting because it's stating that you're either going to start a new relationship or a new phase in an existing relationship is going to happen. Now, sadly, if you're in a relationship with somebody, the new phase in that relationship could mean the end of that relationship. Just because a relationship ends, if it happens, again, this is statement, if it happens, it doesn't mean that you're going to lose the friend. You guys could decide to take it from being in a relationship to just being friends for a while so you guys can get yourself through things. There's a lot of different ways that things go on in life and that things change in life, and that's the whole thing you have to think into. Don't ever, ever, ever think that because you break up with somebody, you're going to lose them completely. It doesn't mean that. It just means that sometimes you just have to be friends until you can come back around, until you guys can make a few, circles around the earth and come back to each other. It sometimes happens that way. My best friend growing up, and I mean literally my best friend ever, my first true love in the entire world was this girl, and her name, I'm going to call her Reese, okay? Like Reese's Pieces. Anyways, me and her, I had this huge crush on this girl. I thought she was the cutest girl in the entire world. I wanted to marry her and be with her for the rest of my life, da-da-da-da-da. I kissed her, and she kneed me in the nuts. End of that story. Anyways, years and years and years go by, and she ended up getting married, and then after she got a divorce, she was in a really bad situation. I happened to run back into her, and we ended up dating for a while, and after we dated, and we ended up bumping fluffies, we looked at each other and we were like, we are much better as friends, and we decided to be friends. And we've always been friends since then, and we've always been there for each other, and that's sometimes the best thing. Those people that sometimes you may want in life forever as your partner, sometimes are better off as your best friend. So, you never know. Bernica, will my tribe get better? Hey, JHB team, what's up? See, here I am, like telling stories from my past. I mean, I've got thousands and thousands of stories. I mean, I've gone through probably, I've gone through many relationships where I've lost the girl. I've had the story where I got left at the altar. Everything. I'm not joking when I say this. I actually have a story where I was standing outside the church when my ex-girlfriend got married, that was pregnant with my daughter. I was standing outside the church crying because I wanted my wife and I wanted my kid, but that didn't happen. Life happens. You just sometimes things happen for a reason, and in the end, what really matters is you find the answers in the end and you're happy. Hey!
And then you found me.
JHB team, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the family. Don't forget to do your dishes. That's hurt. I mean, honestly, Kay, I've gone through a lot of hurt. I mean, you have to understand something. I was 21 years old. I thought she was the love of my life. I was like, oh my god, I'll never love again. Ah. Got her pregnant because I was in the military and we were both dumb. And in all honesty, us not getting married to each other was probably the best thing in the entire world that could have ever happened. She ended up going on to be with an abusive jerk-off that she dumped and left. I went on to go through my life, and I ended up finding my wife today that I'm very, very happy with. So, things happen for a reason. You just gotta shake and shimmy with it. I mean, hell. Oh, my daughter is actually in Texas. She's 21 years old, 21 years of age. She just graduated college this year. She's got a full bachelor's in mathematics, and she's right now currently looking for a really good job and doing really, really well. Oh, did I care? Oh, I care about my daughter all the time. So yeah, I mean,
She comes in our lives.
she literally comes into our lives all the time. She just called me while I was on live here. I was like, oops, nope, can't talk right now on live. So yeah, I mean, that's the thing is, I mean, Decca, I know what you mean. She needs luck. She really needs luck to get a job right now. She's doing fine where she's at. She's able to pay all of her bills and buy a new car. But I really would love to get her a job where she's doing something with her degree because she wants to. But it is what it is. You know, you can't win every single thing out there. You can't always win. So, you know, you got to take your wins. You got to take your losses. So it is what it is. But, I mean, the honest truth is, I mean, I've got tons of stories that take me, you know, that take me around the world. I've eaten food with people that most people, never get a chance to. I've done things a lot of people have never gotten a chance to either. And that I have thanks to my military career. And in all honesty, my military career made my daughter because had I never met her mother, she would have never been made. And I'm very, very lucky to have this amazing 21-year-old that's a little genius, you know. Gotta love her to death for it. And in all honesty, all the heartbreak, all the hurt that I all went through and everything I dealt with, in the end, I mean, to hell with it. Can you still do burpees? No. I was not in the Marine Corps and I was not in the Army. I was in the Navy. What's up?
You might want to look at your phone.
Why? Ah. Oh. Tonight?
She just texted me that though.
Alright. So. Yeah, burpees is not something I ever did. I think that if I remember correctly, aren't those 8 counts where it's like jumping jack, push up, then mountain climb? Isn't that what that is? Or no? I cannot remember, to be honest with you. I think that's an 8 count, if I remember correctly, but I don't know. It's been 20 plus years since I was in the military. I'm 42, and I was in the military when I was 20 to, you know, it was a long time ago when I did boot camp. But alright. Alright, TikTok, we've got no more questions in the queue, so for now I guess we're going to go ahead and let him go. And I think we're going to only do about an hour and a half tonight because it is getting hot as hell again. So, TikTok, we love you guys. We'll see you again tomorrow. Until then, don't forget to do your dishes. Twitch and YouTube, thank you guys all for being here tonight. Luna, what the hell are you doing? Anyway, thank you guys all for being here tonight. If you guys ever want to hear me talk about old Navy days or whatever, you're always more than welcome to ask. I'm always willing to go down that road. But anyways, in the long run, love you guys all to death. You're amazing. Don't forget to do your dishes tonight. We'll see you guys tomorrow, 7 p.m. CST. And until then, love you guys.